Welcome, NAGT6, round 3, the last racing night of race night 1. We are at Trial Mountain with the Audi Quattro. We got a lineup here. Today the boys are right fresh, going third round of the night. They're ready to go, and Krams is in the wrong car, folks. He is going to get disqualified. The team has been totally confused. Unbelievable. Oh, Dexter in the scan there a little bit. Wonder what's going on. Maybe a brake check? I don't know. Had a hard time getting himself going. Let's get into this race. Get settled down here in the booth. We're watching over these drivers. Oh, there's some crash bang on in there. Trinor just up in the ass kicker there. It's just going through there. These guys are firing through here fast. You hear these engines roaring. Massive rally cars. Huge wing in the back. Look at the dirt flying everywhere. These guys want every position they can get. Everybody is racing to the edge today. This first lap, I think everybody's racing thinking that it's a one-lap race, that they're going to win on this first lap here. We got to calm down, get into the groove, settle the car, and tires are not even warmed up, people. We're on racing softs. Going through this corner here, a lot of guys like to pull some e-brakes, maybe get some excitement going to get the fans around, get some fans riled up. Trinor into the dirt. Unbelievable. Reflex takes advantage of that as well. Doesn't big fat ass. He takes over. He's taking the position. Trinor falling off a little bit. He's a little out of shape there, but he's getting together. Krams is in the back. He's going to get disqualified, but he's allowed to run a couple laps. Team, that's too bad they couldn't get it together. Dexter is doing a little bit better this race, but he's still a little bit behind pace. He's staying in front of Trinor. Trinor pitting early. What is going on? This is a different strategy. Oh, Scan is in to the fence. Is that young man all right? I think his head got busted open. He's okay. That's good. Whoa. Big fat ass kicker into Dexter. He's getting a little rowdy. Dexter cut him off earlier, and Big Fast just letting him know he ain't having none of that. But Dexter's back up on it. He survived the incident. The guys are on the way. Might be a little rival coming there, folks. There, I don't know. A little interesting. Bob Lebowski. Who is this guy up front setting the pace? Unbelievable pace. He is burning up some rubber. That guy is going to need to pit because he needs some more rubber. He's going to tell you right now he's going to need some more rubber after this race because the ladies are falling in love with this young man. He is just flying through these corners. This guy is unbelievable. He's setting the pace, showing IG46 and Reflex how it is done, but they are slowly catching. They are staying right with him. They are behind him. But Bob Lebowski is mentally set. He is strong. He is staying with it. All the ladies in the fan stands are going down to Bob Lebowski, sorry. Fan stands buying shirts, buying all kinds of merchandise there. I think we got a new fan favorite for the night, Bob Lebowski. Fans like a first place finisher, I can tell you that right now. But folks, save your dollars because the race isn't over yet. You just might be buying some Trinor shirts and stuff because this guy, he is doing something different tonight. He's pitting early. Scans is in the pit still. Dexter White's going through. Bob's up in front. Still holding that first position down. Guys are getting spread out here. We're getting into the race night. We're 3 laps into this, doing the racing hards. I want to talk a little bit about some stuff in the pits. We got Lock White, who's been signed on. He retired his driving career and is now moved into the pits of Dexter White. He signed a contract to bring Dexter White up to par. Dexter White has been having some hard times with the crew. Everything under that hood is wrong. Their racing development teams are all off pace. The setups are never right. They're just having a hell of a time. They need some guidance. And actually, Trinor was doing quite successful, but got up to par when Trinor signed on with Lock White. And Lock White got him to where he needs to be. So Lock White's taking on another challenge with the Dexter White team. It's come on to Dexter White's team to bring that team up to par and make a decision. Let's look at the scoreboard. Who's got the best lap? Right now, Reflex is laying down the best lap. I think Bob Lebowski might lose all them women tonight. Reflex is going to take his fan base back. He's laying down the best lap times, and he's still right there in third. There is a good chance. Whoop. Maybe not. The women are deciding against Reflex. They might be going with Bob tonight. Who knows? Just laid down the fastest lap. Unbelievable racing. These guys are getting set in. See, these tires are starting to get in the feel of the car and the track, and they're going to start laying out some good lap times here. We got a couple people that have already pitted, and a lot more of the field yet to pit. So race is not done. So don't bet your chips yet on what pony you think is going to win this race. Want to do a shout out here to some of the other drivers that are watching. We got Red Party Hat and AC/DC Rocks. Both flights were canceled, so they're sitting in the bar in the hotel, drinking it up. Just got a call from them on the cell phone. They're texting me while I'm broadcasting right now. They're having some drinks, watching the race on the TV in the bar. So I want to give a shout out to Red Party Ad and AC/DC Rocks, who will be coming hopefully for race night 2. Right now they're having a couple drinks, enjoying the race. Also want to give a shout out to Matt McCarty, who will be joining us shortly once he gets his contracts figured out, aka his internet, and get him out on the track. He's a fast young man. It'd be good to get him up there. And a shout out to Lockwhite in the pits, who's doing a good job with Dexter's team. He's got the team a lot better than they were in previous seasons, but they're not there yet. They are ordering new brake sets, Dexter has told me, and Lockwhite has confirmed that they are going back to a photometer setting rather than the load cell, so they're going to hopefully see some speed out of that team. We got some heavy racing going through here. Reflex trying to open up there. IG46 opened up the window for Reflex, trying to get his hand through there, and IG46 slammed it down on, wasn't giving them the window. IG46 defends his second position. Reflex is trying to hold out, staying right with him. That is going to get into IG46's head right there, folks, because he knows if he opens that window, Reflex is going to grab it. He's going to get through there. He's right there. Bob Lebowski's still out in first. We're halfway through this race. We're on 5 laps out of 10. Still got some required pits to go. It's one required pit. Everybody's got to pit at least once. And they do not have to change their tire compounds. They can stick with Racing Softs, which are the premium tires that everybody's running. But we noticed earlier that Krams was on Racing Hards. I think that team is actually trying to take advantage of some testing where they weren't so successful in the previous race. They're trying to try some things with that car, and weren't too worried about this race. Not quite sure, but we'll find out later on. IG46, Reflex going at it. IG46, too bad Kerry wasn't here tonight. He would be taking all kinds of advantage of this. It'd be neat to see IG46 race up there with Bob. Bob is in the pits. Tire changes are doing quite well. Fast team. That is a very successful pit time. Good team effort right there to get Bob back out on the track. They want to get a win here for Bob. This is Bob's first night out. This is Bob's first race right here at Trial Mountain in the Quattro, and he is laying down his mark. Reflex and IG46 are trying to erase it. They want to get that first position. They're trying to make this gap. Bob is pitted, so now they're on a pedal to metal. Reflex has got good strategy. He's not intimidating IG46 too much. He's not stealing his line. They're not racing each other hard. They're just doing their thing because they don't want to slow each other down. They want to get this gap on Bob. They want to get ahead of him so that when they go in and out of the pits and come out, and when they all refile after pits, they're hoping that their chips lay, that they are ahead of Bob. And Bob is on the other page of this decision making. He is pitted, he's got fresh tires, and he's laying down the rubber. With a fresh set of tires, he should be able to race a lot faster than these guys as they're trying to make a gap. He's going to close in on them, and hopefully by the time that they go in the pits, he'll fire by them and get his first position back, and Greedy have even more of a gap once they come out. He wants his first position, and he wants it secured. Getting on to 7 laps, looking at some lap times here, see what people are. Reflex has the best lap time. I think he's taking the ladies. We got fans all down here cheering, roaring. They're loving the race. We got some Reflex fans, some big fat ass kicker. He's out front. He's got some fans. IG46, Bob, Dexter, all these guys. Trinor there. We got a whole row here with some Trinor fans there. Anybody out there who's an Earnhardt Jr. fan is a fan of Trinor. Earnhardt Jr. and Trinor, they have a really good relationship. They watch each other races. They hang out. They do quite a bit of hunting. Heard a story the other day. Trinor was telling me in the pits that him and Earnhardt Jr. went out hunting, some coyote hunting. They got out. They got their blind set up. They were all set. Cracked a few there, and they were having a smoke. And then they went to load the gun, and they realized they forgot the bullets. Unbelievable. 2 good race car drivers, and they forgot the bullets. So I'm wondering when they come to these races, they ever come to a race and forget their tires. I don't know. We haven't seen that yet, but I wouldn't put it past them. So let's get back into it here. We got 7 laps. We're closing in on the end of the race, but there's still lots of racing left. This is a very complicated track, lots of corners. Reflex pitting. A little bit of a change up there between Reflex and Trinor and pit strategy. Trinor in early for the pit, and Reflex late for the pit. But not that late. Usually Trinor would push it a little bit more than 8 or 9 laps into this. Reflex getting in to get his pits. Bob is closing in. This is where it's going to matter. What's going to happen? Is Bob going to get out in front of Reflex And yes, he does. Bob gets his first position back. Well, not his first position because Big Fat Ass has not pitted yet, but he has got the position. It's back once again. Bob in second, IG46 in third, Reflex in fourth. That puts us back to where we were before these boys went in to get the new set of rubs. No gas, don't need no gas. 1 tank of gas will do this. As you can see, we're 8 laps into this. 80% of the race is done, and we only use 25% of the fuel roughly, so definitely don't need no gas. Could probably do without some gas, but they have to start with a full tank of gas to make weight into this race. You can smell the rubber burning out on the track, and you can hear the sounds. The fans are loving it. Yeah, lots of people are buying beers and stuff today. We're making a good profit here at the Trial Mountain. Track owners are happy. NAGT6 has come here to rent this track out and brought the fans out. Going through this very fast corner, one of the fan favorites, down in over the hill. Come over these pits. Oh, hit. There we go. Big Fat is into the pit. So Bob is going to maintain, is going to reclaim his first position. Boom, there we go. We're going 9-10 laps here. Look at that. He goes through it. We got, we're back where we left off, folks. Bob's in first, IG46 in second, Reflex in third. Trinor taking the position away from Big Fat. Trinor is coming up through the field, folks. That guy was in the back. He is burning rubber. The fans are loving it. Bernard Jr. is here. He's out in the pit lane. He's just watching. He's keen. He wants to see what Reflex, he wants to see what Trinor can do. There is quite a bit of gap between the two, between third and fourth position, but Trinor in fourth. Can he secure it? I think he will be able to. Dexter's fallen off in the seventh, having a terrible time. The engine's not sounding too good. Something's gone with that team. You got to remember, folks, don't criticize Locke White. He just got signed on to this team. It's just the first night out. There's a lot of work to be done. It will happen. There will be a day where Dexter White will get up into competitive and have a chance to win one of these races and get up into contention. He's not even on pace. He hasn't been on pace all night, but he will be. Bob Lebowski coming through. We got IG46 and Reflex. IG46 and Reflex, they are like on rails, him too. There is no gain and no loss between them. They are just sticking right there. IG46 is not worried about Reflex at all. His mind is set on first position. He wants that victory. He's not worried about Reflex. They got into it a little bit earlier, but IG46 is quite confident in his abilities. He knows he can maintain his second, but he is worried about first because Bob is peeling away from the pack. Trinor is trying to do everything he can do and get a gap closed, hoping that Reflex will make a devastating mistake when he tries to overtake IG46 and lose control. That way Trinor can take advantage of that and get up on him and race him. We got 1 lap to go. The boys have gone through the finish, onto the checkered flag. No, sorry, not the checkered flag. They've gone through the white flag, and then they got the last lap going on here. Let's get back up here. We got IG46 closing. No, there's quite a gain. Bob is still maintaining his lead. IG46 and Reflex, they're coming to the end. Last sector of this track. What will be the winner of round 3 for season 1 NAGT6? Everybody, all the fans are up, hoping to see. We got a new fan favorite tonight, Bob Lebowski. Is he going to be able to stick it? He's right there. The window's open. He's trying to get his hand through there and grab the bread from Mama. Is he going to win it? Yes, Bob Lebowski is our round 3 victor. First night out and first win. We've had a lot of first with Carey out winning 2 and Bob Lebowski winning first. IG46 in second and Reflex in third. Successful race for both those guys. Trinor maintaining and pulls off his 4th. Earnhardt Jr. is excited. They remembered the bullets this time. Big fat ass kicker coming down over the hill. He's gonna got no one around him. Don't mess up big because you got Scan right behind you. He's gonna close in and take that 5th position. There is 5th for big fat ass kicker. And Scan, another young man who's come out and had a little bit of problems earlier, but successfully got it through. He's in 6th position. And Dexter White coming in the Quattro. He's gonna maintain and get his 7th position. That is round 3, Trial Mountain, the Audi Quattro. 10 laps, we are done. Bob Lebowski is your victor in first, and IG46 in second, and Reflex in third. That's to wrap out your top 3. That's your podium winners. Thanks for watching NAGT6.